me see if I can. Yes, she's good. Okay, perfect. All righty. All right. So good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Here we are, another exciting LUXVT meeting with the beautiful Morgan Daniels from San Diego, we're in Southern California. San Diego, oh my God.
San Diego, you got it.
I'm so craving the beach today. Well,
It's finally nice. Yeah.
right. So LUXVT, as you guys know, offers world-class marketing. It's really a beautiful state-of-art technology for us. It's an exceptionally great method to get more sellers and make your sellers happy. Because I tell you, when your seller sees your advertising in Dubai, they'll be, oh wow, look at Larry. He's doing something more, something different. There were recently changes with the platform as well, and positive changes, more services for us. So I'm passing the mic to Morgan. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to have you talk. And if you want to share your screen,
Yep.
I will give you permission to do so.
Okay, perfect.
And
Perfect.
you folks, if you have questions, just please ask Morgan, right? You can ask questions at any time. I'll be more of an assistant. I'll sit in the back. And Morgan, if I see any questions in the chat, I will
Perfect.
talk to you. And before we kick it off, just a reminder, because next week at 10 a.m. on Friday, again, for our luxury division meeting, not the luncheon for the D luxury, just the folks, but for all people at DeLex, we do have a national speaker from LUXVT who will deliver as part 2 of our marketing trends for 2023. So don't miss out. And Morgan, show us what's happening.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for having me. I will stop for questions, but if you guys have any, please shoot them over, and Slav and I will try to address them. I'll just kind of start by going over the program again so you guys get familiar with how to leverage it, what's included, and then show you some of the new exciting features that are available. On an agent level, you guys get some awesome benefits and great deals with the deluxe broker membership. So kind of just diving in, you guys, most of you have probably seen this before, but as Slava, mentioned, we have a very comprehensive digital marketing suite that we offer. And basically, it's going to really give you a competitive edge if you are going to an appointment, if you're farming. It gives you the tools to be able to speak to a luxury seller and offer them more than, I guarantee you 99.9% of agents are going to be able to offer. And I hear repeatedly how this has hands down gained someone a listing when they go to speak to a seller where potentially there's maybe another agent trying to get the listing. So, a huge point of leverage for you in that regard. I have agents who use it to negotiate commissions, say this is expensive marketing, I can offer this to you, but I need my full commissions. So just really giving you some collateral and some oomph behind your business so that you can get the commissions you deserve and get the sign and sell more listings, essentially. So what you're looking at right now is an example of one that we produced for Wendy Hurst. And so this is what we call a media kit. And I'm sorry, I have a cold, so I may stop at certain points here. So bear with me. I really apologize. I didn't want to miss today.
Hey, we all have allergies here. So it's the same thing.
That or that, yeah. So this is the media kit, and this will be the seller presentation. So once you submit a listing to LuxVT, and the great thing about being a member is that you literally pay nothing for submitting a listing to our marketing campaign until you close the listing. If you don't close a listing, then you're paying nothing, and you have an entire, very global marketing strategy in place for them without paying a penny, just as being a luxury member. So that's huge. So keep that in mind. But we would provide you with this media package within about 5 business days of you submitting the listing to us. Once it's live, you just log in and upload the listing inside your dashboard. And I'll show you how to do that later. But then we produce this, which will be the interactive tool you share with your seller that has links to all the ads that we've placed. Obviously, it would be branded for yourself. That's all managed inside the app. And then there's a couple intro pages, just kind of bullet pointing some of the things that you offer. And then you'll see starting on page 4 that there's links to these ad assets. So this perfect presentation, as we call it, is a link to the tour site, and I'll pop that open. We'd actually purchase like a dedicated URL for you. So, 123mainstreet.com. We would build a tour using the images you've given us, just a stills tour. If you have a video you prefer to use, sometimes in the luxury space, that's common, and you could just provide us to that video, and we plug it in here for you. Obviously, there's the information. There's a link for a Matterport if you'd like to include that map locator. And then also there's a contact form directly in this web page as well, where anyone who wanted to reach out could inquire through this landing page, and that would be emailed to you. There is a link, just so you know, to this tour site within all the ads that we place. So we do give you weekly activity reports. Those are automatically sent to you. We can enroll your sellers if you'd like, so that you have weekly reports that are going to them showing, look at all the marketing I'm doing. You can one click, you're on Wall Street Journal, one click, you're on Robb Report, everywhere we place it. And we also will show the number of impressions and views to this tour site. So that's huge, is just having those seller communication tools, reminding them of all the exposure you're getting them, all of the marketing you've placed. So really just, staying top of mind with them and making sure they know, all the efforts you're doing on their behalf. So that's the tour site. That link would be included. We also place full page ads into the Wall Street Journal. And I'll pull this open quickly just so you have an idea of what those look like. Obviously, you are the contact on everything. There's a form that would get emailed to you should someone, inquire. But once you upload the listing, this is all done for you. And then we plug these links into your media kit. There's really nothing you need to do besides set it up. And just so you know, this is what I mean. There's a link back to the tour site from within all the ads, so that they can view all the information at their fingertips. We also place full page ads in the Robb Report, which is a luxury lifestyle magazine, Unique Homes, Mansion Global for anything that is over $1 million, Upmarket, again, kind of a luxury consumer facing aggregator of properties. New York Times, we do a burst of New York Times ads that target readers of New York Times, obviously, who are interested in real estate within your local area. And we do provide you with reports for that, showing how many impressions and clicks you received. So you could share that with your seller if they're interested. Just so you get an idea of what they look like. They're just Google display ads, and they run for about 2 to 4 weeks initially in onset of the campaign. We also place Market Watch, which is a financial news publisher. So you have some exposure there. And then this is really something that, speaks volumes to a luxury seller. I think, especially in your market, you're going to see a lot of outside investors, buyers, and sellers like to see that you have exposure outside of the local area. So they usually get pretty hyped up when you show them that you have a ton of international marketing. There's a ton of different placements, probably any country you can think of. We provide a report for you within that media kit with links to all of them. You can actually go and just pull them open individually from this report. I think at least 25% of them are converted into the local language. And so that's just a really nice piece to share with a seller, showing them the expanse of your marketing, that you do have that global reach, and you can get it outside the neighborhood. This is just another page kind of reiterating all the countries it's in, so that, again, it's going to be a great piece to leverage with your seller. And then we also just post the video to Facebook and YouTube. If you're active there, we encourage you to repost it, but it's just a good social sharing link. You want to make sure you check the box, make sure you're on there. So, if a, buyer happens to be looking, you have it placed. And then of course you receive this media kit, which is what you would share with them with all of these ad links. And so the benefit is, again, that we would place all this marketing for you, run it for as long as you need it. And if you sell the listing, you pay a closing fee. Anything that sells below $750 is $600. Anything that sells above $750 is a flat $1,000 fee. If you do not sell it, something happens, there's literally nothing owed. We just go ahead and deactivate it. So it really is no risk to you guys. If you don't gain your commission, there's nothing owed. So any questions about that specifically, the listing campaign or the media kit at all?
And I just want to go over one thing. The fees at close of escrow are not that high, guys. So, and Morgan, correct me if I'm wrong, but you place a property that's $500,000 or less in purchase price, you only pay
Oh,
$395.
yes, I forgot. Yes, that's correct. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it's between 500 and $750,000, you only pay $695 or $595. I always get that wrong.
Oh, yeah. Am I misquoting you? Let me just pull it up here. I think maybe you guys did get better rates than that. I apologize. It's hard to keep track sometimes.
I know
Um,
most ever pays $1,000, and that's for homes that are $700,000, 750 and up. She'll pull up
yeah.
pricing right now, and obviously that goes straight to LuxVT for all that advertising. DeLex never sees it. We don't get a cut or anything like that.
Mhm.
Um, in fact, if you have this service on your own, I believe it's $50 a month. And
So this, so if you had, like, if you wanted to do outside the brokerage, you'd pay, 175 dollars a month for the membership.
oh wow, okay,
So it's
so
a really good savings. And so it's 395 below 500, $600 below, 500 and 750, and then, 1,000 for anything that sells above 750.
yeah,
That is,
that-
yeah, the closing. Yeah.
so it's 175 monthly, right? I thought it was 50, but it's 100. Oh wow, okay, 170. So we
So if there's, sorry, there's a bit of confusion. You guys can get an individual agent membership at $50, $49 a month. So if
yeah,
they wanted to do, and I'll show you some of the perks of doing that.
yeah.
But if outside your brokerage, if you guys didn't have the deluxe brokerage membership, your agents would be paying $175 a month plus closing fees.
And with that, you folks pay $250 annually.
Yes. So
So
it,
that's the benefit. And that's why we're doing
yeah,
this for you guys, because we struck a partnership with LuxVT to deliver this for a fraction of the cost of what you would get it if it was not under our umbrella.
yeah. You guys are getting, yeah, huge savings. It's, yeah, you're paying like 1 month out of 12. So, yeah, it's huge. So that is a huge facet. I also do want to share with you quickly the, presentation creator tool. So that is going to be huge for some of you who are like, I don't necessarily have a listing right now that I wanted to, put into the system. But I do kind of want to start, integrating this messaging into my pitches and my farming. That's great. So all you would have to do is log into your dashboard, at luxvt.com, and we would give you a special access once you're a luxury member, and you'd see your deluxe, branded dashboard here. You'd set up your profile, in the upper right hand corner here, but then we have this tool where you can create a presentation, and so this is going to be, your chance to create a pre-list version. So a presentation that you could bring when you're going to an appointment, when you're going to speak to a potential seller, if you're doing farming, you can create one of these, but you just pop in a property address. You have to choose one image. If you can find one on Google, or perhaps you want to do this for a past sold, that's a good idea. Just so show some sold success. Pull in a photo from a past property, maybe in the neighborhood you're going, to list, or to an appointment. You can even choose a theme color if you want. Click create, and it will spit out this, media package for you, this presentation that you can use at your appointments. It's a PDF. You can download it, you can print it, you can use the link. It'll be hosted on a website. So if you wanted to text it, maybe you had a good appointment with someone and you just like, hey, just wanted to send this over to you. I know we had a good conversation. This is some of the marketing and why I can get top dollar for your home, how I'm different than probably, what you've seen before. So, that link we just view, you can copy and paste this link. That'll always be available, or you can download it or email it directly through the system. So that's really cool.
And Morgan, I just want to tell them you do not need your computer to do this. You could do it straight on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's an app, Morgan will tell us, but I don't use an app. I just go to luxvt.com and I just do it right on my phone. And a lot of you have heard me what I say, but if I see an open house and a neighbor walks in and we start talking about, real estate and what I can do, I quickly just take a picture of their house and create it within seconds on my phone.
That's a great idea. Yep, that's awesome. Yeah, we don't have an app, but you just log into on your phone at luxvt.com and plug it in and you're set. It'll spit it out for you.
It's
And then,
fast.
yeah, yeah. And then you have a listing specific marketing pitch right there instantly. So you can see how that's a game changer, because it shows a ton of preparedness. It shows a very professionalism, very, comprehensive, luxury package that is immediately available to a potential seller. So That's going to be a really nice tool for you guys to use. It's completely unlimited with your brokerage membership. So you can come in here and create as many as you want. And they'll always be stored. Any that you need for the past will be under view presentations where you can grab them anytime if you want. So also inside your dashboard, you'll be able to set up your listings. So if you had an active listing you wanted to submit, you just go start a listing campaign, walk through this production queue, and it would basically have you submit your listing. And then that's when we would take over, and it takes that 5 business days, but we'd place all the marketing and send it over to you via email when it's ready. So any questions about that before I kind of launch into what's new?
I have a question, Morgan, on
Yeah.
when you went back to start a presentation. I mean, a listing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you start a
A
listing
listing.
campaign. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it says standard. What's the difference in the standard and the upgraded?
Yes, so that's what I'm going to go into next, is that there is an
Okay.
upgrade available.
All right.
And it will actually, if you can click on that link, it'll take you to the page. And if this is what kind of Slava was mentioning, is this $49 a month option for you guys now, where you can get a ton of additional tools, which I'll review here. But that upgrade is available to you at any time should you choose to do it. Just keep in mind that it does require a 6-month commitment, and then you can cancel anytime, but the individual agent memberships are only $49 for our for deluxe agents, basically luxury agents.
That
Well-
is what will get you guys international MLS, right? More
Exactly. Yes.
international MLS and that Chinese side. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what's international MLS. So maybe if Morgan, you have access to it, you can show us. If not,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah, I can grab one. There's a ton of additional marketing. So why don't I just hop into that? So $49 a month, there's going to be a ton of additional tools. This is, some of you might have seen, we're launching our design center. And so that will be baked into the individual agent membership as well. And I'll show you what that looks like. But basically this will give you access to, in addition, so with the broker membership, you have access to the listing marketing that we just reviewed. If you'd like some more like agent marketing, some broader premium features, some farming, we have our luxury design center, which I'll review. You could become a member and you just get more access to things. We're able to consult with you one-on-one, create farming lists, mail on your behalf. You get access to our on-staff designer to create custom campaigns for you. You would have immediate access to our design center as well, which I'll share, but it's basically just an individual agent membership that allows us to give you some more tools and some more one-on-one time to help you fill out the gaps in your marketing plan. As well
Morgan,
as
is that all extra? Like if you wanted to the farming, or is that all included?
so you would have to pay for just the print and mail. So
Right.
that's the thing. You
Right.
get wholesale pricing, so you don't have to pay anything additional. You literally just have to pay for the pricing for whatever print and mail you want.
Right.
We can help you with the list.
And coaching is included?
It depends on the coaching. If you want actual coaching, we have a coach on staff. And he's Jeremy Collins. Some of you may have heard of him. I believe that's an additional $295 a month.
And do you have to take that for 3 months or 6 months, or you can just take a month?
I think it's a 3-month minimum for the coaching.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's great. And I'd be happy to, just shoot over his information if anyone's interested, see if it's a fit. He's really great. He does a lot of our live demos and stuff too. And actually, I think he'll be doing.
Yeah, we have him on Friday, next Friday.
Yeah, he's going to be doing a demo for you guys on Friday, so you can see what you think.
When you say $295, are you talking $2.95?
No, $295.
Huh?
Yeah, because it's a very one-on-one, like, so you'd meet monthly, set up like Zoom calls, and he gives you like homework, and he walks through, like, audits your entire business. Okay, what are your goals? Let's look at your social accounts or wherever you feel like you're lacking. And then he sets goals up for you for your next meeting, gives you homework, and then you kind of tackle everything on the next call. Okay, what's our next goal? And he'll come up with a very bespoke, like customized plan based on your goals for this year or in the near future. So
I'm sorry,
Mhm.
I can't hear well in here. So how much?
Sorry, 295.
295.
Yes. Yep. And he would speak to more, he can speak to that more on Friday. on the call. If you're interested, he'd be happy to speak to that. He runs all our coaching. So this is the $49 a month. So usually you'd have to pay an additional $75 a month if you're not a DeLex agent. So you guys are saving a ton on that membership as well. And I'll just kind of skip to some of the, I thought we had that in here, the benefits. I thought that we had that plugged in here. Bear with me, sorry. It might have changed this page on me.
So I don't know how many other people you use this, Morgan, like when you're going on a presentation. I use it all the time when I'm over like 700,000-800,000. It really, really helps. I mean, because in Scottsdale, you're bucking some really big people.
Yeah, right.
So it definitely helps when you say you could do international, because they think, you're just a local yokel here.
Yeah, you can demonstrate a very broad, marketing strategy. Of course, definitely. And I think I hear all the time that it gives, like, just even walking into an appointment with that presentation gives people a lot of confidence because they feel like they have a strategy you're able to compete at the top level with. So, I think that does help a lot. So I'll just share some of the components so you guys know what's included with the $49 a month membership. So you would get, I'll start here, our luxury landing page. So if you did want to do some farming, we could help you generate a list. You would just be responsible for paying that print and shipping costs, as I mentioned, but we also create this landing page. So when you're doing farming, you have a website to send a potential luxury seller directly to. So this is a nice place to send anyone who is a potential luxury seller to plug into your website. We can help you do that. If you have a website, you want this plugged in under like a marketing tab or a seller tab, we could do so. It's templated, but it's very customizable. And it just speaks to the value proposition that you can bring with LUXVT. So it has like a short bio, but then it just speaks to the components that you offer through the program. So, the luxury placements, the global marketing, the social media strategies, again, just kind of publishing all of those logos. So you have that brand association with your personal brand, showing them all the placements and access you have. And then we have these quadrants that are, oh, this is not loading. There we go, just slow today. So these are customizable. So if there's things that you're doing locally in your market, we can change this. This is by default what's created, but let's say you have, a relationship with maybe a local, what am I trying to say? A home stage or a stylist. Like I've seen that. You can add that here. Maybe you have, you use videography or 3D Matterports or something like that. You could add that here anywhere in these sections. You can customize them to your proprietary program. And so this page comes with 2 hours of web development. So any customizations you want could be plugged in here. There's a couple sections where those are available. That one, and then also this section about local marketing. So maybe there's like a local newspaper or affiliation you wanted to call out, but any of that stuff can be customized. And then at the very end, you can add sold and featured properties. And then at the very end, there's a CTA, a call to action for anyone who visits the website to request their own customized marketing plan. So in the luxury sector, we think it's very important to have a message that speaks directly to a luxury seller because they don't want to be lumped in typically with kind of your bread and butter listings. So this is our answer is being able to establish a landing page that you can send them directly to, that they're not going to just land on your kind of, standard mid-market, website, which is fine. But like, you want to make sure that you have a place that speaks directly to the luxury strategy that you can offer them. And so if you're doing farming, this is a great place to send them, but also include it on your website. So for those luxury sellers who are looking at, okay, how is this agent going to compete with the other people that I know are in my market? That is clear, they can find it and they can request more information about it. So this is one of the components we'd offer you at that $49 a month. We would build this, customize it, and support it for you if you wanted to add it to your website. So that's very cool. plug and play. You don't have to, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can kind of trumpet all of this marketing, automatically just by utilizing this page. So, also something that is very exciting, and I know Slava was excited about and kind of why she wanted to get on a call, was we have our luxury design center coming. And so this is going to be huge. We're literally beta launching it on Tuesday, I believe. So it's coming very soon, but it'll be available through the dashboard if you choose to do the upgrade membership. But you will be able to, at your fingertips, get access to tons of designs. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with Canva. It's like Canva, but even easier, because every listing that you submitted to LuxVT will automatically populate within this dashboard. And with one click, you can say, okay, I want that listing, and I want to drop it into this postcard. It will automatically pull photos for you. You can, I have a dummy account set up, so you will probably won't be able to see. I don't think I can pull up any listings here, but if you have listings in the system, you could search it. So it's like, Main Street, I want to use that one. Let's create it and pull it into this template. It'll automatically port all of the information into there for you. And with one click, you can order them, and print them, mail them. It's going to be an incredible resource for you. You're not going to have to mess around with trying to, work through Canva, porting in all your photos, all the information, because it will already be stored for you inside this dashboard. And so there's postcard templates. There is social media graphics, newsletters. We have Facebook banners, and all of your branding will also be stored in here, I should mention too, so that that will all automatically port. So there's really not a lot of work you need to do. If you have your dashboard set up, it will all automatically port in here, and you can grab any of these assets on demand, and they're all real estate specific.
And that's the $49,
This will
Morgan?
be available to our $49 a month members, correct?
Okay.
Yep.
So, which is our account, which you pay for in the 250 annual, will allow you this access. And correct, right, Morgan?
Well, so they'll have to do an upgrade, the $49.
Oh, so they have to do the monthly upgrade
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
I mean, we are potentially looking at offering like a subset of these for just our luxury members, but currently, because it is so agent, it's at an agent level. It does require the $49 a month. That was the final consensus on that. So yeah,
but there are designs for you guys too if you do not want to upgrade. So
there are, and I'll show this to you right now too, so that you don't have to
I have a question, Morgan.
Uh-huh.
I want to go into a different market. I want to go into more. I've been searching to do more international.
Mm-hmm.
Is this not this, but LuxVT? Is that going to help me, or do I have to go on the outside to do it?
I mean, you'll definitely get exposure to the international markets. That's a hard question to answer. So are you looking for like certain countries to like list properties in other, like what specifically are you thinking?
Yeah, specific companies. I'm looking into that, and it's quite expensive, but I didn't know if LuxVT.
I mean, you'll definitely get exposure for yourself into the international markets, but whether building those relationships, that's not really what we do. I would recommend maybe checking out I know that there's a bunch of like international groups and networks you can join, where they're kind of doing referrals.
Right.
And I could try to track some down. I know that they exist. I don't know off the top of my head, but that might be your best bet. Just so you can start, speaking to those broader networks and making some referrals and getting listings that way and some entry that way.
Okay.
I think that's your best bet. Yeah. Like there's, Fiopsi comes to the top of my head. I know that they were doing like an international agent network. So I think that's typically what most agents are doing to kind of, get entry into those international markets. Yeah.
We get a lot of people from other countries, and I'm thinking, why not do a referral? Somebody's coming to Scottsdale, and
right. Yeah. And there's a ton of networks you could look at. I think that's your best bet. Maybe just do some research, and just maybe call, I'm sure they have like, you know, an ambassador on those networks and see if it's a fit. And I
Right.
would go about it
Well, I
that way.
did call a couple, but they're
Did you?
they're quite expensive. I mean, but
Yeah, I know.
you get what you pay for.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, I know. And it's unfortunate, like those are kind of all, you know, pay to play. But you know, hopefully the outcome is that you are gaining those referrals. So, you know,
But you're also a bigger player.
yeah, right, exactly.
You're a
Right.
bigger player, you
Right.
know, because
Hmm.
you know, I know other agencies, you know, they're plugged into these already, and you know,
Hmm.
but you're paying up to kazoo to be with them.
I know it's true. And they really do have, you know, a gate. And
Yeah.
they make you pay to get in. I know. Yeah. I mean, we are hopefully going to be launching a referral network of our own. That's kind of in the roadmap. We don't have anything like that today. We just recently launched um, the listing marketing for international properties. I think towards the end of last year. So it's very new to us. We're hoping to build something like that out, but we don't have it today.
But
So
you guys have national luxury network.
yeah, yes. So I mean, and I should say, I mean, yes. So we have our agent network where yes, you can nationally, you can go in there. You can, you should all have a profile. If you are part of the luxury membership, you will have a profile, and you can access that through your dashboard. And yes, that is our luxury agent network right here, where you can find any national agents, and right here. Mhm.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Just wondering, so is the landing page an upgrade as well?
It is. It's at $49 a month. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
And so
that's
sorry.
gorgeous, that landing page.
I know, I love it. And you know, like this is kind of our stock video, which I love. But you could put anything you wanted. Like I've seen people put like B-roll of like, you know, the areas they farm, or local you know, landmarks and things like that. So it can really be customized, but even just kind of as this template, it's really beautiful. It's actually my favorite feature. That's why I want to show it, because um
But
it's pretty.
that's the stock one, Morgan. That I mean, if
Yeah.
you got you'd have this. I mean,
Mhm,
what you've seen,
exactly.
right? Okay.
Yep. Yep.
But
Exactly.
EXP wouldn't be up there, would it?
No, it would be your, I'm just, this is an example. Of course not.
No, it will be DE.
No, I'm sorry to even show that, but I don't think, you know, you guys don't have, this is very new. So this is the only one I had. So pay no attention to that. It would be deluxe here, of course, with your branding.
Yeah,
So
we
You
do
know,
not
I gotta be funny.
I know, I know.
think any of our members have upgraded to that feature.
Yeah.
And you know, we do have the capabilities to upgrade on a company level, but again, we have to also raise the cost. And it is something we could, you know, discuss with you folks. But I think for now, I think the standard option is excellent because it also gives you access to a lot. And
Yeah,
when
these are just kind of like ancillary things you could do. It's the core package you guys have the best pricing for. You know, this is just kind of the cherry if you need it. So it's available.
I have to say something, to
Mhm.
have a coach to be there with you for 3 months at $295 a month. I think that's an amazing price.
Yeah, it's actually very competitive.
I really do.
Yeah. And he's right here actually. This is Jeremy. So you can come in here.
Yeah, we know Jeremy. Yeah. And
Yeah.
for you guys, if obviously for those that are members already, you're probably following on Facebook. I don't know.
Mhm.
Are you guys on Instagram? I don't
Yeah,
know.
we have Instagram.
I
Yep,
don't
we have an
follow
Instagram. He's
Instagram.
not so active there. He's typically in our Facebook groups. But he runs workshops there, and he's very friendly. You could reach out to him, and you know, he'd try to help you. So you know, I encourage you guys to do so and just see if it's a fit. If you're interested in getting some coaching, he's been a real godsend for us at LuxVT. We love him. So
What was his name?
Jeremy Collins.
Jeremy.
Yep.
Yeah, we have him on Friday. He's gonna take over part 2 of 2023 marketing trends that we're featuring. So for those of you that are interested, just don't forget to join. Another free awesome presentation for you guys.
Mhm.
part of the luxury division, but it's open to all. So I interrupted you, Morgan, 1,000 times, but can you show them where they can find the designs they have available? Because they're also
Yes, yes.
beautiful designs, and you guys have them in the standard package.
Yes, yes, and that's what I did want to highlight. So here on your dashboard, there are still a ton of tools you guys can use. So like I said, that's just kind of like, you know, an extra cherry, but there is still a ton of stuff available. So there's going to be a graphics and templates library here available. And this will be great content for you. So you can actually go in and create these through Canva. So it's the same kind of thing. There's social graphics, there's videos. You can kind of click through and you know, choose any tag you want. So let's, you know, look at just listed, apply, ton of social graphics for just listed, which you can edit in Canva for free and then plug into your social accounts. I think there's Instagram. Oops, you have to uncheck that. Just Instagram plug and play graphics. So there's going to be a ton of stuff in our library for you guys right here that you can use right away as well. And that does come with your membership.
I saw things that are gorgeous, and I'm like, why am I not using this? This
I know.
beautiful.
They are really cool. We had a professional designer do them.
I'm so doing it today.
Yeah, they're awesome. And if you just like store your
And
your logo in here, you can, I don't know if mine's in here, but you can just literally, once you have it set, you're good. You just drop your logo in here.
yeah, that's Canva.
Yeah, you guys know how to use that and plug it in. So
you know what's cool? Sorry, Morgan, I got excited. But what's cool about this? I have the upgraded Canva that's like only $13 a month. But if you could have the free Canva, because all you need to do is upload your logo, picture, etc., and you have these designs. You do not need to use their upgraded designs that are under the paid version.
Exactly, completely free.
And we offer classes on Canva. They know we've had
cool
classes on Canva. Yeah,
perfect. So yeah, those are all available for you guys to use in here. There's a ton.
Slava, is there anybody that can help you create your logo?
Well, Debbie, yeah, you could hire any graphic designer to help you create a branded logo. This is part of your branding.
Does it have to be approved by DeLex?
Yes, I mean, yes, your branding ideally will have to be, because what if you call yourself Debbie Realty, which again, you could try, but this is a problem with the Department of Real Estate. So we will automatically, as brokers, because it's our job to protect you, tell you, no, you cannot have this branding, it has to be something else. In your marketing materials, again, we have to follow the rules by the Department of Real Estate, and of course, Code of Ethics, which comes from the Association of Realtors. For instance, the company name has to be prominently displayed, but you could just create your own logo. If you have your logo, you put it here, but also you have to put the DeLex one prominently also.
Right. So just run it by you guys is all.
Absolutely, yeah. And for the folks that are in our luxury division, they do have a specialty logo that we've designed for them.
Okay, and did you see Tina's question there on the chat? I'm curious about that as well, Slava.
Let me see it. Is it something that we could also promote other DeLex luxury agent properties on our contact info?
So do you mean,
I don't know what she means.
You know how we can take and we can promote on social media other DeLex agents properties?
Yes.
Can we use this format to create a list, you know, that type of thing?
Oh, you mean like a Canva design? Yeah, you can. You know what I would do though? I would always, if I'm going to use that listing agents marketing materials, like the photography, I'll reach out and ask, because I don't want to upset someone about their picture. But as far as advertising or agents listings, yes, you can.
The only thing I would say is, yes, I would say use that for the Canva purpose. Absolutely. But just so you know about the actual sorry, the listing campaign, that would require, we do require that campaign to be run by the agent with the seller agreement. So if you wanted to submit it to the active, like Rob Report, Wall Street Journal, where you pay, because it's pay at close, so the responsible seller's agent has to be contractually the representative on the listing. But with the Canva
designs,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Did that answer, Tina?
Yes, it did. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. In other words, Morgan told you if you're going to run a campaign for a listing, it's really good to be yours because someone has to pay. And you know, they need to make sure because it's a contractual obligation between LUXVT and the listing agent. Yeah. All right.
But you can co-list if you guys wanted to do that, you know, that's fine. We could always do that if you wanted to put your branding on a you know, you say, hey, can I tag on this listing? We can do that. Just let us know. We can actually Photoshop your heads together. So you have one headshot because they only allow one photo. We put both your names. That's not a problem. Just reach out to us in that instance and we can get that done for you guys.
All right. What else is there? Oh, Morgan, how do we, under our standard membership, do we enter the luxury network?
The luxury network. Are you saying, oh, the agent network?
Yeah, agent network.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyone who has an account under the luxury will be under the luxury agent network. Yes.
perfect.
Yep. You guys will be able to find yourselves in there. And then also the Facebook group that Slava mentioned, if you haven't joined there, Jeremy does a lot of workshops and stuff there. So feel free to join. The referral network we're building out, still kind of beta. And then you'll see success content, which will just take you to some other agent marketing tools we have available. So that's kind of where we place new graphics and updates and features. So you can check back there too, but you can find all that stuff within the dash. And if you
What is that Facebook group?
it's yeah, it's right here in your dashboard. Sorry, I have this Zoom bar in front of me.
Sure, I'm on it, but I'm horrible on Facebook.
I
So
know, I am too.
Yeah, the luxury real estate agent network. So look that up and join. What's cool about it, it will deliver information about any upcoming trainings or classes. Some have a small fee, some are free, I believe. I think the last one I signed up.
They're all free. Any members, it's free.
For members.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you can join there, and all of our older workshops will be stored there in videos. So you can access those resources. Those are available.
And there are a lot, you guys. I just don't have the time, but there's a lot. There are a lot of courses and classes. They're all on online like this because they're folks from any part of the United States of America.
Yep. So and I will post my information here too for you guys, so you have it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll put my number in here too. I'm happy to help with anything you guys need. But as soon as you are a luxury agent, you would have access to this dashboard where you could get any of those tools and templates and resources. So
I love it. I'm gonna go and play with graphics now because
right.
I'm so silly to not use them. They're just so gorgeous.
They're there. Use them.
They're so gorgeous.
So
Okay.
any other questions?
Morgan, we have a couple minutes. Do you have access to that international MLS? I'm just so
Oh
curious.
yes, I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so much stuff.
No, I know it is. Bear with me. I just have to find it.
And again, I've thought about it, you know, the upgraded option, but I'm like, international MLS, I've never heard of anyone going on it, but it may be a good thing for Larry who wants to do business from other countries.
For sure.
I've been really researching that a lot because I know in PV and Silverleaf, a lot of people coming from not Arizona, you know, they're coming from Asia, they're coming from a lot of people come from Germany, believe it or not.
Oh,
so
really?
that's why I was
That
interested.
surprised me.
Yeah, very cool.
So let me show you what that looks like. And yes, these are the premium features that one of the premium features that is available with the
internet. That's the additional 50 for you folks.
Yes, right.
That's
You get those premium
MLS
features.
and the Chinese website, I forget its name.
July.
Right. Yeah, that would be something for maybe Lisa Cheng, whose clients are primarily from China and Taiwan.
Bear with me, I just have to find one here. So I have to like search my database.
In the meantime, guys, any questions?
It definitely works, Slava, that you know, your listing presentation, you know, to go on and show a client, oh, here's your house and here's where it's all gonna go. They're really impressed.
Oh
I
yeah.
use it all the time. I mean, you know, I don't use it for
Oh,
low-end homes, but it definitely works because they're calling some big agencies and they go, oh, we didn't know your agency did this,
yeah.
Mhm.
you know?
Well, and keep in mind, you could use for any price point. There just don't have
Right.
restrictions with publications. They're not with LuxVT, but if it's a home that's under $500,000, you will not be able to place it in Mention Global or Rob Report, for instance.
Right.
So they do have certain requirements like that, but it will land on, LA Times and New York Times.
When I print it out though, Slava, I actually bind it like with a spiral binder and the plastic cover and the black back
Fancy. I don't
because it's much more impressive than handing somebody papers. You know what I'm
on my
saying?
phone.
Yeah. I never think of it, the phone or the iPad, you know, I never think of that. I like to leave something behind though.
So I can remember, Morgan, when you launch a campaign, you get updates. People get updates. I think they were monthly updates, but I'm not 1000% sure. That's the weekly, and we can have them go to our client directly, right? Or
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. So you can have up to 3 recipients, which means that we can add your sellers on those reports, and you can either do that by logging into the dashboard and adding them, or you could just send it to me and I can add them. And then they will get automatically added to those weekly reports. So when you see it, they're seeing it.
Awesome.
So
James,
this is an example of the international MLS.
there it is. The
Yeah,
imls.com. Oh my God.
yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I am just behind. I never saw it
I think
before.
it's newish.
Yeah.
We started it like towards the end of last year. So yeah, that's the upgrade, part of the upgrade for the $49 a month. We also I'm just pulled up another one, but we do James edition now for that $49.
That's new. I know. I saw that.
So you get placement there as well. And then you also get Juwai, which is that Chinese, real estate site. So there is a ton of more what we call premium listing features included with that. So if you're looking can leverage the international market a little bit more, that might be something you'd be interested in. So something to consider.
Well,
Does it go to Canada as well?
Does it go to Canada?
Yeah.
Yes. So there are some Canadian, even in the classic, you'd get Canadian posts, but as part of the pro upgrade, the premium upgrade, you would also get some additional Google display ads for 2 to 4 weeks that will target the national post in Canada. So yes, there would be some more internet Canadian coverage, but you do have that covered in your core package as well, the one that you get without paying the upgrade. Yeah.
Well, you get a lot for $49, say $50.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the market you're going to go after, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, it's $50, but
yeah,
if I think for me anyway, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, you get a lot of not only premium listing features, but then also access to some of those tools I shared with you, like the design and the landing page that will hopefully help you like integrate that luxury brand into your business a little easier, so you don't have to like reinvent the wheel. Excuse me. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Any other questions?
it's pretty cool. Oh, Lisa Chang's here. Oh, and I mentioned you just like that. I love it. Morgan, you just mentioned that you could get into Chinese market. I missed that part.
Yeah, no problem. So with the upgrade, the $49 a month, I'm sorry, you'd get every listing you submitted would also get a month of placement in Juwai. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Juwai.com. I can show you one of those ads looks like as well if you'd like, but that would be available with that upgrade I mentioned. I just need to find one. Bear with me. I should have probably had all this pulled up. I'm sorry. There's just so much to share. Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed. Like, what do I need to pull up? Let's see if this one's live. Yeah, this one should be. Okay, so I'll share this with you. You guys may be familiar with July already, but
I know.
so
Lisa Chen can read it. I can't.
yeah.
She helps me with my son's homework because he's in the Mandarin class.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
So,
And I don't know how they're translating it. Maybe it was just like an AI. So, but we publish it there, and they have some kind of translation feature. So it gets 1 month in July as well.
Yeah, and she's saying so you could help listing. Yeah, you could place listings on July. Lisa Cheng, our membership for LuxVT, $250 annual, which comes to around $20 a month to have access to July and the international MLS and all the amazing features that we had the pleasure of seeing earlier. I'll share the recording with you. That's an additional $50 a month.
oh, that's
Which is usually, I think, for the whole package is what 175 without our umbrella here, without you being under our umbrella. Yeah.
And then just that closing fee that applies
Of
when
course.
when you sell any listing you submit, there would be that fee of $1,000 for anything that sells above 750. If it's not sold, then nothing. So. So
great.
perfect. Well, Slava can help you get started if you'd like. Sounds like she's interested in doing that. And once she gets everything she needs, she just sends you over to me and we get you all set up. And then you'll have access to the dashboard. So
Yeah, and you have your own account.
Another question, can we use other listing?
Other agents' listings.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is such as when you enroll a listing in a listing campaign, there's an obligation to pay the sales fee at the end with LuxVT. So as long as the other agent maybe lists you as a co-lister and you guys have some form of an arrangement on that, that's really the only way to be done, because the contract between LuxVT and the listing agent has to be in place, because you would owe for all this advertising at the end.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Can I use my closed listings?
You're no, because they're already closed. So I just don't know. Morgan, there's no
Yeah, it would have to be an active
a closed listing. Yeah. There's no way for you to market a closed listing. I mean, even here on MLS, I mean, that would be misleading the public.
I think she just means like marketing materials, like when you say, I just closed this home, just print materials.
Yeah, you can do that through the designs from the main dashboard. Yes, you can do that.
You could create just the presentation and use that at an appointment if you wanted. I'll show you how to do that again just quickly. Once you're a member, you log into the dashboard and you would click create a presentation. And then you could put a past sold listing in here. So, whatever the address was, and then you just have to publish one listing photo. And then it would create a presentation for you that
just
you
like this.
Yeah. That would outline all of the marketing that you could offer another seller. So you could definitely create one of those just presentations without actually submitting it for marketing, but just the presentation kit. Definitely create one for past solds. I think that's a great idea.
There is no additional cost that's included, you guys, with your membership. So you could have unlimited of those.
That's worth it alone.
Yeah.
Because I use it all the time. I mean, it's just nice because you're showing what we're gonna do for you.
Yeah. And the seller loves to see, like, oh my gosh, you have a picture of my home up here. You're telling me I could be in, Rob Report like this. And it's like, yes, this is what, your home will look like. I'll be able to publish all of this marketing for you. So it's really going to speak volumes.
And
I
people that have a lot of money know the Rob Report, they know the Wall
Yeah.
Street Journal. You know, I
these
mean,
are brands that we've found sellers respond to
right.
and ask for. Yeah.
Most people don't even know about the Rob Report.
I know, yeah, it's funny, but it's kind of a hoity-toity magazine, but people who
Yeah,
are
it is. I
who are
like
into
getting it
yachts
once in a
and-
while just to see like stuff
Yeah.
I can't buy.
Yeah, exactly,
No.
exactly.
Gosh,
Yeah.
you guys, back in the day when I was part of Prudential and I was part of their Fine Homes program, they did have a contract with Rob Report, and I've put some homes in there to advertise. The ad was this big. You could barely read it, and it was between $400 and $500.
Yeah.
So having this is like amazing.
It really is it's like a fraction of the cost of what you'd spend. Like, I know that I work for the company, but I'm saying that in all honesty. I mean,
Yeah.
like when I did a price comparison for like Wall Street Journal, it's like several $100s to run one listing for like 3 months in just their digital. Like it's crazy. It's so cost prohibitive for most agents. So you really do get a price savings and you defer the cost of it until you even close and get your commission. So it really is, if you're interested in leveraging this marketing, the best pricing you're going to find. So.
And then we always have Slava to help us.
Yeah, she's great. You guys are lucky.
Morgan, we're lucky with you.
Oh, thank you.
No, we really are. This was awesome. I'm so glad we did it, guys. We're coming to the 11th hour now. So if any more questions are out there, it's your time. We've got a couple of minutes before we wrap this up.
So I missed a little bit. So your listing has to be at least 500,000? What was the minimum?
Not necessarily. So you can submit whatever you want, but the publishers do have minimums. So
Okay.
anything that sells below 500,000 is only $395 when you sell it.
Uh-huh.
But Mansion Global will not accept anything under $1 million. Rob Report won't accept anything under 600. And I believe Unique Homes won't accept anything under 500. So some of the ads start to drop off, but we ourselves do not have a minimum. So if you think, if it helps you, I would say if it helps you get the listing, if it helps you sign that seller, it's worth it, right? So you can put whatever you want in it. Just be advised that some of the ads won't be available at some of those price points.
But also bear in mind that not every consumer will be looking for real estate in Rob Report or Barron's or
Right.
Right.
consumer you're trying to reach may very well read the Wall Street Journal or New York Times or LA Times or the Chicago, whatever was.
Tribune, yeah.
Those are all parts of the publications included in here. So you may not be in a couple or a few of those super high end, but the person that's looking for a $200,000 condo in Phoenix is not going to be interested in those publications anyhow.
Yeah.
It definitely helps, Debbie. I mean, I don't know if you ever have you used it?
No, not at all. I'm just barely learning about all this stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's definitely worth the money. I mean, you just go there and you show these people, oh my God, because other agents are going in there, you're giving them that mock presentation, that everybody gives the same thing. But when they see this, I don't know. It helps me anyway. I know it definitely is worth the money for me. And you'll see if you start using it, you'll see, and like you don't have to, you could just do the presentation, and show their home or a home you sold, like Morgan said, and oh wow, this is great, and I never thought about using my iPad, but I like to leave it behind because it's a printout and has my name and all that other jazz on it, So it's that, I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth it. And Slava did a great job of getting us this deal and stuff. And I really think for me anyway, that because I'm going in a different kind of a direction, that $50 would definitely help me, so that's what I want to do. But green is green, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and where I'm gonna be farming, people come from all over for the winter. So that's why I wanna be able to go out. A lot of people come from Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And of course, don't forget the power of your social media, guys. So having this tool with all these beautiful designs. I mean, last time when we did part one of the marketing trends, we did artificial intelligence. We showed you how Canva does it. So you could pull one of these beautiful designs from your dashboard here in LuxVT in Canva and use the artificial intelligence to fill in the blanks. So there's so much you can do from social media to print to anything.
Nice.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to stop recording, guys, okay?